Hey guys, so I actually decided to throw together a 10 weeks until Christmas transformation YouTube series. There's 10 Mondays till Christmas, and that is totally enough time to transform your body and your mind and just your whole life around you. So if you've been waiting for someone to kick you in the butt and get you started on your goals, today is the day. It is going to include your workouts, macros, we'll have some recipes in there, and just kind of overall motivation in order to help you guys transform your body. This is also a great opportunity to get started on your New Year's resolutions early. This is for all of you guys who have never lifted a weight in your life, or if you just barely started working out, or even if you're a few years into your fitness journey. Everyone can participate, and I'd first like to challenge you guys by commenting in the comment section below what your goals are and if you're into this 10 weeks till Christmas transformation. So first of all, I just want to start out with my current splits, so you guys can also do those if you like. These are just what I found have worked for me. On Mondays, I train glutes and hamstrings. Tuesdays, I train my shoulders. Wednesdays, I train my biceps, triceps, and then I'll train my chest every other week. Especially when you're cutting, training chest every single week, you'll get those muscles that actually really start to show. And since I'm a girl, it's not a huge goal of mine to get those striations in my chest, because when I get lean enough, they already show. And so, yeah, that's why I only work out my chest once every other week. And then Thursday is quads and glutes. I do 2 leg days a week because your legs have so many muscles in them, and it's hard to hit them all during one workout so efficiently that you will be able to grow them. So I split it into 2 days a week. And then Friday I do shoulders again, and then Saturday are back and biceps, because you got to give your little biceps a chance to grow more than once a week. I will upload a video each week for this transformation series, and at the end of every video will include a new muscle workout. But for now, this week, since I'm not including one at the end of this video, you can just use the workouts that I have previously put on YouTube, and I will link those in the description below. So if you're just barely starting to work out, I would suggest these first 2 weeks to train only about 2 to 4 times this week and next week. The reason being, you do not want to exhaust your muscles to the point where you have no desire to continue on this transformation. And then those for you who have consistently been working out 5 to 7 times a week, just continue doing that for these next 2 weeks, and then the next video I will include what we'll be doing next to change that up. Now for your nutrition, you guys will have to make sure to pay attention to your body, pay attention to the way that it reacts to the macros that you make for yourself today, and then adjust them if you need to. So macros are also known as macronutrients. You might have heard of flexible dieting or IIFYM, which stands for if it fits your macros. Now what those are your macronutrients. Counting your macros is just a different way of counting your nutrients that just ensures that you get in the adequate amount that your body needs in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle and to build muscle and cut that fat. The 3 main macronutrients are your proteins, fats, and carbs. These are essential to living a healthy lifestyle, and the way that we can do that is by counting our macros. It's kind of like counting calories, it's just a different form. So instead of having 1,500 calories a day and then eating whatever you want to get to that 1,500 calories, you have your macros, which are grams of your fats, proteins, and carbs to ensure that you're getting all your nutrients that you need throughout your whole day. Now, in order to lose fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit, which means that your calories need to be lower than what they have been now in order to burn that extra fat. So the first step is to figure out how many calories you should be eating already. Now you can talk to your doctor, you can go online and plug in your body fat percentage, your height, and your weight and find out, or you can see how many calories you've been eating currently. Now, many people either eat way too many or not enough calories. So if you've only been having a few meals a day, only equaling to about 1,000 calories, you do not want to start out at that, since we will be in a deficit already. So the next step is to shave 15 to 20% of your calories off of that number and that will be your working number. So let's say that I've been currently consuming 1,800 calories. A 20% knockoff on that would be 1,500. Oh my gosh, I totally did the wrong math. It would actually be 1,440 calories. Sorry about that, guys. But since I filmed the rest of this video, we will just pretend that it is actually 1,500 calories. So 1,500 would be my starting number. Now the next step we will be doing will be actually manually calculating our macros, and you can do it online if you want to by going to macronutrientcalculator.com. I'll put that in the description below as well as put it here on the screen. So first we'll calculate our protein. So protein, you want to have 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound that you weigh. So for me, we're going to say I weigh 120 pounds. So 120 pounds will be 120 grams of protein. So you have 120 grams of protein, and every gram of protein you have is 4 calories. So you take 120 times 4, because 4 calories in a gram equals 480 calories. So 480 of those 1,500 calories will be made of my protein. Usually, if you are maintaining your weight, your fat will be 25 to 30% of your calorie intake, but since we'll be cutting, we are going to have it be 20%. So take 20% times your calories. So for me, we'll do 20% times 1,500, which is 300. Now, 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So you will take that 300 calories divided by 9, because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So that will give you 33.3333. So that equals to be 33 grams of fat. Now to calculate your carbs, that is going to be the rest of your calories. 480 calories from your protein plus 300 calories from your fats, and that is 780. So you take 1,500 minus 780 equals 720, which is how many calories your carbs will make up. Now 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. So now you take that 720 calories, you divide that by 4, and that leaves you with 180 grams of carbs. Now you guys might be thinking, wow, that's pretty high, but throughout these 10 weeks, we'll be shaving off your macros a little by little every single week. And so you don't want to have too low of carbs to start out with, because this is not a program for you guys to starve by. Now, the way that you can track your macros instead of having to do it on paper and writing down all the calories and exactly what is what, I like to use MyFitnessPal. It looks like that. So what you're going to do is you go to your diary. You can add a food. So let's say we add jasmine rice. It tells you all of your exact calories in there, and then it'll actually tell you how many carbs, proteins, and fats. So if I add that, you just press the check. What you do is you go down to the very bottom, you click nutrition, and then it will tell you exactly how many grams of carbs, fats, and proteins that you're having throughout your whole day. So it's kind of like a much easier way of being able to keep track of what you're eating. Instead of having to write it all down, you can just input it into MyFitnessPal, and it's just that much easier. Now you'll also notice on this that it actually will show you fiber and sugars. Now fiber is essential so that you know that you're getting the micronutrients and all the vitamins that you need. So I would suggest a female to have at least 25 grams of fiber. And if it doesn't bug your stomach, if you don't feel bloated, then up that to 30 grams. I consume 30 grams of fiber a day, just to ensure that you're getting enough micronutrients into your diet. So you can also see that on MyFitnessPal, and then you can see how many sugars you are consuming. And for this transformation series, since we're just barely starting out this first week, and I'm sure everyone, or me, had some ice cream last night, and so yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard to go from eating sugars, not really caring, to 0 sugars. So for now, make sure you have under 30 grams of sugar. I already uploaded a how to meal prep just the other day, and so you'll be able to find out how to meal prep on there, as well as a few recipes. But for this week, you guys can just use whatever you guys want to meal prep. Like I said, you can find it in the MyFitnessPal. You just search for the foods and it will show you exactly what the macros are for that. Now for your supplements, it's very essential to take a multivitamin. So make sure you're taking a multivitamin. Also, a probiotic is very, very awesome. Probiotics actually line your digestive tract and ensure that you don't get sick. They help with digestion, period. They also help support your body in absorbing all the nutrients. And so it's pretty essential to take a probiotic. Now your protein sources, your carb sources, and your fat sources, you all want to come from nutrient-dense foods so that you can get the most nutrients out of them. So I will list all of those sources here. Your protein, you want to stick with whites, 99% lean beef, skinless chicken breast, white fish. Now your carbs, you kind of want to give up that pasta for a little bit. You want to have like brown or jasmine rice, microwaved quick oats. I have a lot of the time for breakfast. Cream of wheat is good. Yams are awesome, as well as sweet potatoes. For your vegetables, kale, spinach, asparagus, broccoli are kind of like the best ones you want. You always want to stick with the darkest vegetables and the darkest fruits. So if you're still eating fruits, just try and stick with the more dark fruits. Now I know it's going to be hard to start on this 10-week transformation, especially if you've never been in the gym before. And gym intimidation is one of the #1 things that is the reason why people just don't work out. So what I suggest to get over gym intimidation is to wear a cute outfit, because that helps. If you feel confident about yourself, you're going to feel confident walking into the gym and working out. Also, you can just grab your weights and head to a secluded part of the gym where there's not a ton of people, because in all reality, people aren't really going to watch you work out as much as you think they are. And if they are, they're probably just looking at what you're doing and thinking, oh, I'm going to try that next time. Because I've done that several times where I'm watching someone and I kind of like study what they're doing and I'm like, wow, that's actually a really good workout. I want to try that. I mean, gym intimidation is hard, but once you get going consistently, you'll realize that everyone is there for the same reason. Everyone starts at ground zero. Everyone's nervous. When I just barely started, I wouldn't even use weights. I would use the machines, and I would start at the front of the gym all the way to the back. And it was ridiculous, but that's what I did. And I did that all the time. And I actually explained that in my fitness journey video. So you guys can go watch that if you are interested in how I got started. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to start this transformation with you guys because I will also be doing it. I've definitely been having way too much ice cream and way too many treats and sugary cereals, which I condemned during my bikini competition. Seriously, I was like, why would anyone ever eat that? That's so bad for you. Here I am. So yeah, we're all in this together. Make sure you comment below your goals and so that you can keep yourself accountable, because the #1 thing about transforming yourself is accountability. Take progress pictures once a week, the same day, every week. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys next week for the next video, which will actually be 9 weeks until Christmas. So I promise, if you guys just get started today, this week will fly by and you'll never know it. On Christmas Day, you'll completed 10 weeks of your diet and you'll be looking hot. So let's do this. See you guys next week.